Hi everybody, it's James and welcome back to the Swifts. So, good news and bad news. The good news is that we actually did pretty well in our Bedford Cup group. You can see a lot of people qualified out, got a lot of good points. Sadly, we were not that. Though we did finish second, which is pretty good for us. And that means, if I look at the rules, we're the first eliminated. Should have about 27,000 pounds coming our way. So, great. Happy days. It's Fisher Days for move to the World Cup 2020, which starts... Oh. Interesting. So, we're out of the cup, but the board is happy with us because we were competitive. And then we also were in the SPFL Trust Trophy, where we beat the Livingston Reserves, a resounding 4-0 with some new play bill we'll talk about in a sec. But here we're starting our league matches against Annan in the Scottish League 2. And we've had a few more transfers in. And before you know it, yes, it has happened. 3 transfers in, and the face pack is back. The faces will be now generated for the players. We're doing that going forward for all the new gens on the Swifts. Now, if you look, all 3 of these guys have come in, or 4 of them. Yeah, you guys haven't seen after Richardson. Have come in from the United States, but there's a reason why they've come in from the United States. This is Ricky Nguyen, who is going to take over the mantle as our starting keeper over Gill. Very solid, left-footed, perfectionist. What do you really want from your keeper? Hopefully we can train him to be a sweeper keeper, because right now he doesn't have the first touch of the composure, but just standard great keeping stuff, aerial reach, command of area, communication, handling, kicking, one-on-ones, reflexes, vision. So he's got like the passing attributes. Also some decent free kick taking. And you have to think, James, how did you get him? Because of Brexit. Well, he's got English as a second nationality. Alexander Coulter, we brought in from Spain on a free transfer. He is just a future prospect, and he's a casual, either-footed goalkeeper. Once again, English, just free transfer. Miami City, Oakland County, and Sarasota, Minneapolis, all these guys were on amateur contracts. So we brought them in. John O'Donovan is a right back who looks like he could have some potential about him, but we brought him in. I mean, tackling, passing, marking, decent stats all around, but he is the backup to Volante Daly Campbell, who you probably saw was on trial with us, but has signed a permanent deal with us to be with us till 2025. John O'Donovan is his backup. Very good, fairly sporting personality, no real glares in this game, and once again, how did you get him? Well, he's Irish. Born in Miami, but Irish. Next is Ross Murphy, who can play as either a central midfielder, left midfielder, a wing attacking midfielder, or a winger. Left-sided player. Once again, a kind of another rotational option to bring in the midfield. Good stamina. No real faults to his game. You know, nothing. I mean, obviously finishing isn't the greatest, and long throws, penalty taking, positioning, but like, as a box-to-box guy, he's not horrible. He doesn't have the pace, but he's got the stamina and the work rate and the vision and the teamwork, so he's going to be a good passer of the ball. Probably is more suited to play like a deep line forward kind of, or a deep line playmaker kind of a role. But we'll be playing him as a box-to-box, and he's pretty reasonable with his 2 feet. And is 5'11", he comes in deep to get the ball and comes and gets into the opposition area, which is kind of what you want in a box-to-box midfielder. And then finally, Joe Lenneth, who is an Irish center back, 6'4". You immediately see what I like about him. He's tall. He's pretty quick for a guy his size. He's got good heading, decent tackling, teamwork, work rate. You know, as just a defender who is 19, he's not horrible and can definitely do the job for us. And we own him, whereas Ludwig we don't. So, and this guy, as you can see here, probably stacks up a little bit better than Ludwig does. Ludwig probably a little bit better as a defender and speed-wise, but I think Joe is a little bit better all-arounder. So we'll see how he goes. As for other players we have on trial right now, we still have a few people on trial. Morgan Boys is a left back that we're looking at. I really would like to make this happen. I think this is going to be a really tough one to do. But if we can make it happen, he solves the left back problem for sure. Hoang Quan Min is a Vietnamese United States center back. Once again, a guy who, if we could bring in, looks like he could solve a lot of problems for us at right back and really make, or at center back, and really just make that defense that much stronger. Joe Maguire is just another left back we're looking at. Somebody who, if we can sign, it would be great because he's just a squad. He's a rotational option or starter. We've got Fenton, but we can get guys like that. Who knows? George McLaren, once again, another guy, a central midfielder, would really love to get in. But if we can't make it happen when we can't, he's got everything you want. Scottish is his second nationality and English is his first. And then Zach Swanson, once again, another one where we would love it. We have Oldham, it has a bit on him. He would be great as a wing back on either side, but I don't think the deal's going to happen. But we've got a few good players, and I'm looking at a few other ones too. There's still some deals coming down the pipeline. A possible return of Steve Simpson as well. But that's not what you're here. You're here to see this. Us take on Anana as in our first match. This is the team we're going to be seeing. Nguyen, Daley Campbell, Hoang Quan Min, McCachin, Boys, Sloggett, Murphy, Connolly, Russ, Richardson, and Spence. Once again, we've got the name, we've got the faces now, so we get to see what these guys would look like. So start burning them into your brains until I have to go and change it again because the face pack messes up. Maximum of 2 trialists are eligible to play, which is great. So we're going to be able to get some good data on these guys to see if they're worth signing. And the bench is Gill, Flenchette, Alfie Davidson, Henderson, with Laps, Miller Fenton, and Molt on the bench. Let's submit the team and jump right in because here we are. Come on, the boys, up the Swifts. And we have faith in them to go out there and make the difference. I think this is an away game, or is this a home game? Oh, it's a home game. It's in Edinburgh. Anons plays a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1. McKinnon, ball in, Ho Kwang Min. Well, already making my decision more difficult as he, 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, has scored a wonderful header. McLennan, a nice little ball in, and there you go. Is McLennan? He's our center back. That's a problem. He should probably not be on free kick duties. Douglas sends it into Wild, and wow, tests the keeper from a long way out. Should have probably scored it, but doesn't matter. We still are up 1-0. And here's the other nice thing about all this too. This is Spence goes corner, McLennan. Ball around, Murphy, penalty ref. McLennan, Sloggert. And that's that. Boys will pick that up. I mean, top 4, remember we keep top 4 as playoffs. First place is immediate promotion. Nguyen here. Nice simple passes. Boys. McLennan, Sloggert, McLennan, Sloggert, McLennan, Sloggert, Connolly, ball, Spence makes a wonderful run. Maybe just gets it a little off put by that. McLennan, Boys, Wong, Sloggert, Connolly, Sloggert, Daley Campbell, beautiful ball in. Russ is there. Will Russ with his 5th goal of the season. The captain of the day. I think he's the vice captain of the club. Will Russ. As Taylor Crosdale has been sold for $9.5K with like a 30% sell-on clause too. and like a range of friendly, which is amazing. So we can definitely get some money from him. If not, we can always sell the claws and cash in. Ball in. Ooh, Nguyen doesn't really get a hand to it, but he's there. He's definitely more active in goal than Gil was. Now that might have been because Gil had a lot of protection, but Nguyen is doing a pretty decent job as Russ gets a yellow card here. Nguyen to McLennan. Boys gets it. Can he blow past his man? He can't. Oh, he does beat his man. He finds Spence, who beats past, finds Richardson. That's a header from a long way out. And it's just over the bar. Keeper had it covered, though. Crowley. As we continue on into halftime, a very solid start to our League 2 season. It's funny how I look at the midfield and they're not playing the best, as Connolly immediately goes down to a 6.3 and a yellow card. And Ryan Smith. God, we got some guys here who are some high aggression dudes, but that's all right. As we start the kickoff, McLennan, Sloggart, Quanhai, Connolly. Ooh, nice little pass out here to Boys. Can he get the cross in? Okay, that was good to Russ. Assist to Boys. The deep line forward really paying dividends. You see the advance forwards pushing the line. Boys is there, still Boys. Russ just waits there and kind of poaches it there. Throws it in. Nobody knows what's going on. 3-0 to the good. Goal difference may be something that wins us. Now we got to remember, we play everybody 4 times. So I guess that's 2 homes, 2 aways. This McLennan, that is problems because this guy's off to the races. Nguyen gets put down by Jack Pardue. And that's a difficult situation. Nobody, Kwan Hongmin doesn't come over to cover. He's just off. Nguyen does right, tries to get up, but Purdue just sets him down, and that's a goal to them. Luckily, we are still winning by a decent margin as Boys find Spence, Murphy, Boys, Sloggart. Oh, that is another bad pass. We're broken on here. Though that really doesn't go anywhere. Nguyen will collect and we'll look to build. That was a horrible pass by Min. Woodcock, ball still in. Gerard. Nguyen makes a good save. He saw it all the way. Gerard was through on the chance. Ball comes through here. Connolly does clear it, but we don't have a striker in the right position. And that's not really a problem. Now, Connolly, is he our... No, he's not our beast of a midfielder. As I think it's time to start looking at changes. Kerry and Connolly will get played for Alfie Davidson. I think that's a good call. Max Henderson will come in for Will Russ. And Molt for Spence. No, we'll leave Spence out there. We'll keep the last sub in our pocket here. Henderson and then Davidson played in that advanced playmaker role. Now, the midfield, I know, is going to be a little bit of a point of contention this season because it almost feels like the way we play, we kind of bypass the midfield a little bit. Davidson, Richardson, beautiful ball here. Well, great running by Richardson. He's through. And Spence runs it out of play. But I have a feeling that it's going to be about defense to strikers, and the midfield is just there to kind of clog things up. Sloggart, it's a ball-winning midfielder just protecting those one, as McKinnon is having a hell of a game. So is Daly Campbell. Boyce is doing all right on the left wing, as a left wing back. Now, I probably could be a little bit more aggressive in games that we're feeling more free-flowing. Maybe put the wing backs on attack so they get further up the field. But I always feel like we're going to get a little bit too exposed. And they do pretty well getting past here as Tom Richardson gets his 3rd goal of the season. Somebody I would love to see get more and more sparked up and fired up here. Beautiful goal by him. Anand's got to be feeling bad. And we are pure second place, obviously on goal difference. McKeechin is tired. We'll take him out for Franchette. That's fine. Daley Campbell is also shot. So we played something like 6 games in the last 2 weeks, which is a lot. They went to a 3-3-3. Nice. Good for them. Very happy with the result. Well done. Beautiful result. Great happy. Great happy. Happy great. Yes. We're do good things now. Will Russ in form? So he's the guy on form for this one. So there we go. Breen suffers defeat. Oh, Breen used to play for us. He played 1 game. Did we sell him or did we release him? We released him on a free. Russ gets 2 goals. You're superb. We're happy about that. Boys makes Inverkeithing debut. Yes, he does. McKinnon spotted at it. He's looking at who? Oh, he's also looking at it. Who's Queen Park? Where they're in the championship. Cool. That's a player. Dundee. Okay, let's scout him a little bit longer. That's fine. Okay. This guy's at Rangers. Might as well keep looking at him as a possible loan. That guy's good. This guy could be interesting. Helen Gray. Estimated cost would be 0. It's on a part-time contract. What's the stats look like? Yowzers. Thanks, but no thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Forfar Athletic Football Club. So where do we come back? Maybe beginning of next month? We've got Sterling. Yeah, maybe come back for Sterling since they're in first place. We'll play through August, go into September, see what's going on there, and take a little look. But though, if you guys want to do a different game, here is the schedule. You can tell me. Yeah, obviously down here you can still see the teams. But yeah, here's the schedule. You let me know what you want. I'm thinking Sterling. But anyways, until tomorrow, I've been James. You've been you. This is the Swifts. And it's not how good you are. It's how good you want to be. I'll see you in the next one, folks. Bye-bye.